When I was one, I was small. I could not speak a word at all. When I was two, I learned to talk. I learned to sing, and I learned to walk. When I was three, I learned about me. When I was four, I learned some more. Now I'm five, and I've arrived. I'm so glad you've arrived to our class this morning. Today is Tuesday, May 12, 2020. And our wonderful word of this week is mature. As you grow, you mature. When you were a baby, you matured into a bigger boy or girl. And eventually, you're going to mature even more to become an adult, maybe even a mother, and maybe even a grandmother. So today we're going to talk about that change and make a connection to the animal world as well. Remember, our word last week was metamorphosis. Well, that can be the change of an insect or a creature, such as a frog. First, it is an egg, and then it becomes a tadpole. And as it grows, it becomes a froglet, a baby frog, and then it matures into an adult frog. Just like one day you are going to mature into an adult, a man or a woman. Today, our morning message starts with the letter Y. Y. Yesterday begins with Y. Yesterday begins with Y. Yesterday begins with Y. And hopefully today you are a little bit more mature than yesterday. Let's clap that word, that wonderful word of the week again. Mature. How many beats does it get? Mature. How many do you hear? Mature. Mature. That's right, two beats. So we are going to go on to our read aloud today. Christina and the Frog. There's a little girl who is in this story, and there's also a frog in this story. So that makes a connection to what we just talked about. Alma Florida wrote the story. She is the author, and the illustrator is Claudia Legnazzi. So we are going to read, and starting by opening the front cover, we have the title page. Christina and the Frog is the title of our story. Alma Florida wrote it. She is the author, and the illustrator who painted and drew the pictures is Claudia Legnazzi. The princess kissed the frog and let it go, and the frog turned into a prince, read Christina's mother. See, she's reading to her. What time of day do you think that is? Nighttime? Look out the window. Oh, you are right. There's the moon, the stars. It's nighttime. She's reading her a bedtime story. Do you ever have a bedtime story read to you? Yeah, that's my favorite time of the day. Wow, great story, Mom, said Christina before she closed her eyes. Moms do wonderful things. I hope you had a great Mother's Day yesterday, moms. The next morning, Christina went searching for a frog. Enters the frog into the story. I know there's a big frog around here. I've seen it before. Where is it hiding? She said to herself as she searched. I bet I can catch it if I see it again. There she is. She's looking for the frog. Have you ever gone in search for something? Looking for something? I know that some of you were searching for spiders yesterday. Christina found the frog. There it is. But she did not find the frog that morning, so that afternoon she went out looking again. And there was the frog. She kept on trying. She had to be patient, didn't she? Frog, I know I'm not a princess, so I don't expect you to turn into a prince. But what do I want a prince for anyway? What I really want is for you to just turn into a little girl who can play with me. What does she want? A little girl who can what? Play with her. That sounds like fun. Since Mom has gotten so big, she never wants to play hide and seek with me in the garden. She spends all her time knitting. I told her my dolls don't need all those things she is making, and all she says is, "We'll see." Look, her mom got bigger. That's what she said, and she's not out playing with her anymore. I wonder why. Can you predict why? Oh, there's her dad. Dad doesn't take me on long rides anymore, only short rides around the block. He has a new hobby. He made a high chair. I don't need a high chair anymore, not even a booster chair. And now he's making a crib. Oh my. Why do you think he's making some of those things, kids? Why would you need a crib and a high chair? I told him my dolls are very happy with the crib they have and they don't need another one, but all he says is, "We'll see." Why do you think he's making another one? So, I'm kissing you, Frog, and letting you go. Please turn into a nice girl, okay? There she is. Ooh, she's kissing the frog. Oh my goodness. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think she's going to get a little girl to play with? Frog, where are you? You don't need to hide to turn into a girl. Now she's searching for her frog. Oh, look, who's at the gate? Who's getting out of the car? Who do you think that is? A visitor of some sort for sure. Christina, hi, sweetheart. Come see what I have for you, said Grandma with a pleasant voice that promised the kind of surprises Christina just absolutely loved. Look at the surprises in her basket. Can you see a few of them? Grandma, cried Christina, running to greet her. I have something to tell you. Oh, what do you think she's going to tell her grandmother? Look at her parents. They look like they're going somewhere. What do you think is happening? Grandma just arrived. Her parents look like they're leaving. Her mom is getting bigger. Christina wanted to tell her grandma about the frog, but she never got a chance to do it. She was having so much fun playing with Taffy and helping to bake chocolate chip cookies and decorating a cake for Mommy. Then Christina fell asleep at the table. She had a lot of activity. The next day, Grandma announced, I have many errands to run. You will be my helper. First, they went to the post office to mail some letters. There's the post office. What did they mail there? They mailed some letters, yes. And then they went to the library to return Grandma's book and to borrow some books for Christina to read as well. Have you gone to the library lately? Have you read books online? They visited a friend of Grandma's in the nursing home, and everyone there wanted to talk to Christina and pet her hair. Look at them. They're touching her hair. They wanted to pet her hair as if she were Taffy. Who is Taffy? Grandma's cat, yeah. Later, they met Grandma's friend Anna for a quick lunch in the park. There she is. There they are, having a picnic at the park. While they chatted, Christina got to pet Anna's dog, Sam, and she even got to hold him in her lap. Then Grandma spoke with Dad on her cell phone and said it was time to go home and find a surprise. Wow, they're coming home with a surprise. I wonder what it might be. A surprise? Asked Christina. So you knew about Frog, Grandma? But Grandma did not say anything at all. What do you think Christina's thinking is a surprise? When they got home, Dad was waiting at the door. He lifted Christina up, saying, "What a surprise we have for you, dear." And then he hurried inside with her. What do you think the surprise is? I love surprises. Isn't she lovely? Asked Mother. Wow, she's tiny, said Christina. Do you know where she came from? Asked Dad. Of course I know where she came from. It's all my fault, said Christina. Does she look happy? No, she looks like upset. I wonder why. Your fault? Asked Mom and Dad. They had very worried expressions on their faces. What do you mean? It was supposed to be a secret, but don't be upset. All I did was kiss a frog, exclaimed Christina. I just didn't know she was going to turn out so little, she cried as she ran out into the garden. It was a pretty big frog. Do you think that's how she got a baby sister? 'Cause she kissed the frog? I need to find another frog, said Christina, looking in every corner of the garden. Why do you think she wants another frog? 'Cause she thought the little baby needed to be a big girl to play with her, so she's gonna look for a bigger frog to kiss this time. And this time I need to make sure that this frog understands that it needs to turn into a girl, not a froggy thing like that. So is the baby a froggy thing? No, but she thinks she's too little to play with. But no matter how hard she looked, she did not find a bigger frog anywhere. Look at her baby sister. She's still looking for a frog. Look at her expression. Do you think she's starting to enjoy her baby sister? Look at her change. The pictures are changing. Her baby sister's getting bigger. Look at that. Fortunately, the baby grew and grew and grew and grew some more, so she finally had someone to play with. Look, she finally had someone to play with. Well, did Christina get her wish? Do you think she got her wish by kissing the frog? Well, some of you know the answer to that question, because some of you are having a baby brother or a baby sister soon, and that is exciting when we have another family member join our family. Change can be exciting, and sometimes it can be difficult. So I want you to remember to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and we all need a little more patience. And as your baby grows and grows, they will one day be a brother or a sister that you can play with too. I loved this story. Now remember, we have a little homework to do today. So I want you to draw a picture of what you might have looked like a year ago and what you look like now. See, this little girl changed. She got taller, didn't she? That's right. And then you're going to write a few things that happened as you grew this last year. You can write this sentence. This year I changed. The letter of the day is Y. Year begins with Y. This year, I changed. And I want you to tell your parents or someone at your house how you changed this year. This year, I changed. Draw a picture of what you think you look like a year ago and a picture of you now. We are all changing. You could also continue writing how you've changed. Like, I turned 5 years old. I grew taller. I lost a tooth. I know some of you have already lost several teeth. My feet grew. And some of you got glasses. You could also write, I got glasses. But at least write one sentence, this year I changed. And tell your family a few things, a few ways that you have changed. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to subscribe.